Hello.
everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to welcome to the party where the heat is on all night. I forget the lyrics. Welcome to Just Gaming Tingz Podcast, where we bring an all-queer perspective on video games, gaming news, and nerdy stuff every Saturday live on twitch.tv/gaming, Just Gaming Tingz at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and later on YouTube, other streaming podcast services. I am nervous. Hello. My name is Pans Travian, and with me I have the lovely Dextra Listress. How are you?
Hi, hello, I'm doing well.
We also have the lovely Koga Jangles.
Hello, good morning, afternoon, maybe night, depending on where you are.
Exactly. And also the lovely Lotus Loves Lotus.
Hi, Bob. Also, congratulations to Fun Plus Phoenix. No one knows what that means, but that's okay.
Screaming, yelling. And also, we have the lovely Spin Blend, who is a VTuber today.
Oh, hi. Me and Pants traded places, and today Pants is a real life person, and I'm a VTuber. Hi, my name is Lin Blend. I'm an anime drag queen. I'm coming at you live from my living room. Hello.
Yes.
Oh my god.
How's everyone doing? How's everyone's Saturday going?
Sleepy.
Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Well, I'm currently having a party in the city where the heat is on all night on the beach to the break of dawn, is what I'm doing. I'm so sorry.
Yes, we are so sorry, but I'm also not sorry.
We owe Will Smith so much royalties now.
Yeah, please do not YMCA us, please.
Oh my god.
But should we get into some headlines?
Maybe we should do some gaming tings on our gaming podcast. Maybe so.
We should do some gaming things.
Do you want to talk about Pokemon?
Oh,
That's
God.
all on you.
That's all on you.
I literally okay. Can we talk about Pokemon? I am losing my mind. So there was a Pokemon Presents this week, and literally so much got announced. They gave release times for Legends Arceus and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. We have a bunch of new... We have the name of the region for Legends Arceus. It's like... Who's I can't...
Hisui.
Hisui? I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm
Bless
clown.
you.
Bless you. I'm yelling. Anyway, we got a bunch of new Hisuian forms of Pokemon, including the new love of my life, Hisuian Growlithe. Fluffy baby. I love him so much. We got a look at the new underground system for the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I'm a Pokemon fanboy. I am absolutely losing my mind. I'm so excited to play both the remakes and Arceus. Like I know that like the popular perception of Pokemon fans is like we're always gonna find something to complain about, but I'm absolutely the opposite. I'm just like, yes, I love everything. I love everything about this. I am living my best life. But how are y'all feeling? Do y'all want to? We can kind of go around and like pick out one thing from the Pokemon Presents that y'all want to talk about as like a highlight, or?
Oh God. Okay,
Wow.
so for me, my finding out was me minding my own fucking business on Twitter, and then I guess I got to the point where the Pokemon Direct was, and everybody was screaming and yelling, and every fucking tweet was it. But the Growlithe was cute. Mana, I see what you're saying in chat, and you're entitled to your wrong opinion. Love you, but sorry. My biggest issue with like what I saw for the tweets was like the basculin, the evolution, the basculegion, where it's like, oh, like the girly just casually saying, oh, like, yeah, like, it's when like basculin gets possessed by like the spirits of the basculin that didn't make it the journey upstream. Like, what the fuck is that?
It was so fabulous.
She said it so casually, and I'm like, who allowed this? That was funny to me. But like, those two things are like the only things like I like saw really. And then I heard you could like fight Ursaring or something.
Oh,
girls were yelling about that.
The Ursaring coming at you. I've seen so many edits of that.
A very angry Ursaring. Watch out.
Right.
As they should.
I love it. Koga, what about you?
For me, because there was quite a bit of stuff like the gacha stuff and like the other stuff I wouldn't pay much attention to. Outside of course, Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I'm glad that they showed off so much for that, because at first I was like, that looks a little bit rough. We got like the trailer for that, and then I was like, okay, that looks a lot better. Which of course it happens, over time. But there was just so much information given, and I was pretty interested in that. I am also interested in the Diamond Pearl remakes. That was probably the last generation, I think, where I was just really, really into it. So I'm interested in playing those. I hope they give me an option to turn off the depth of field, though. As a person who wears glasses, I look up, I look, down. It gets blurry. I don't want that emulated in my game. I already can't see. But outside of that, I think it's nice that they're adding like, just more stuff to it. I know that some of like the contests and the mini games, and things of that nature. And then of course they're adding it, I think, to Pokemon. You can use it with Pokemon Home like sometime next year. So I mean, I'm not sure like how much they're doing. Like they're gonna be like on point with the remakes as to the originals, because normally with remakes they did it like it would be brought exactly to that generation where it would look pretty much the same graphic style, and this one they're kind of like doing something a little bit different. But I am still a bit interested. I definitely cannot wait to hear Cynthia's theme, please.
Oh yeah,
Tiny chibi Cynthia is the cutest thing I've ever seen, honestly.
They're all so cute.
I love it.
I've seen
I
a lot
live
of people
for it.
like shitting on the graphics, but I love it. They're so
I mean,
cute.
I shit on the graphics because I want to see my bar daddies like full body, girl. I don't want to see them chibi down, girl. That's my only issue.
Like, types, but I need more like texture on it.
Yeah.
Like the Link's Awakening remake. If it looked like that, then I'd be in 100%. But I'm like, this is really like weird and like rendered.
Yeah,
it's like squished everything down and didn't like proportion everything.
Yeah. Well, like I don't hate it, but I don't care for it either. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, can't really do nothing about that. But I don't think it's something that like it's something I really, really dislike. I get why some people don't, but I don't hate it. It's just wouldn't have been my decision, but it's not bad.
All right, what did you think, Lotus? Do you have any highlights from the presents?
New Growlithe is very cute, but when I say fuck cops, I mean Growlithe and Arcanine too. So
I
he's such a cop. No, I'm kidding.
Disrespect.
Oh, no.
Maybe he shouldn't have been a cop. I don't know. But actually, anyways, I am a jaded old Pokemon fan at this point. Like I've been a super fan for so long, and like I didn't really like Sword and Shield, so now I'm like, I was like, I can just wait and then I'll kind of like get back into it. But I'm like hitting the Pokemon fatigue. I'm like a Marvel fan at this point who didn't like Infinity War. Where I'm like, oh my fucking god, what do you mean there's 2 more movies coming out in 6 months? Like, give me a second to breathe.
Like Infinity War?
No, I'm saying that if someone didn't like Infinity War, then it's like, oh well,
it was a hypothetical.
too bad that you didn't like it, because we're gonna have Endgame, and then we're gonna have this, and then we're gonna have the TV show, and I'm like, all right, I didn't like it very much. I would like.
Okay, I got you. Okay, that makes sense.
I need to come back, and I'm like, they just won't let me. I'm definitely a little worried about the speed at which things are coming out in terms of the fatigue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, the Marvel stands did not get tired, and I don't know how they did it.
Because we fucking love it. Give
I
me
don't know if Drag
more.
Race fans don't get tired either.
I'm gonna be real honest. I'm a little tired.
Making my Wednesdays.
I'm also really tired because, especially, it's hard for me to keep up with things in general.
Mm-hmm.
So when
You
they
know.
keep releasing things, I'm like, ah!
It's $60 too, no doubt.
Right.
It's just a little rough right now. I'm sure that I'll be, like, even though I don't like Pokemon Sword and Shield, my like official review was still like a 6 or a 7 out of 10 because I was like, 6 is the absolute lowest a Pokemon game can ever be because I love Pokemon. So I'm sure they'll still be really fun, but I just can't right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
I'll just go back and finish the ones I haven't. Like,
Right. Oh, I will say though, nothing is gonna make me like Basculin. I'm sorry to Basculegion. It was cool to be out here, but that's just a fish with a blue stripe.
yeah.
I don't care how good the evolution is. I'm like, it's just a fish.
It's just a
Because
fish.
I was a Pokemon Black and White girly, and the Basculin was not it. Like it was just that annoying cave Pokemon you'd see when you were like surfing, and I'm like, give me something else. Like
I do need to actually play Black and White though.
it's
They
really
were good. Yeah.
It came out when I was really hitting that Pokemon fatigue, and I was like, you know what?
Me too.
Okay.
Meanwhile, it was my first game.
Oh, we know Dex, you're so young and youthful. Oh my god.
I know.
This is just late to the party because I was all the way into Pokemon until
Well, I was late to the party, and then I went backwards in the main games. But I did play Pokemon Blue Rescue Team, and then like all the Pokemon games that were on N64 though. So.
What about you, Pants? Do you have any thoughts, feelings, concerns?
Well, the thing is, like the clown that I am, I missed out on the Pokemon Presents.
Hi, clown.
Hi, clown.
So I really just only lived through it by whatever people were saying on Twitter, which was the Growlithe. And that's the
Same.
only thing I knew. And little mini Cynthia. And that was
Oh my
about
God.
all I knew. So I am catching up. And I'm gonna change things because I care about this game even though I haven't been playing games that much lately. Pokemon Unite is finally launching on mobile September 22nd, and there's a cute little Pikachu skin.
Yes.
It's actually really iconic. It's really cute. I live for it. It's adorable. And what else? Didn't they announce what was it? The Mammoth one and
Mammoth one.
Sylveon,
Yeah.
which is amazing. The only bad thing is, where is Blastoise still?
Exactly.
Wait.
Where's the
My
Blastoise?
boy.
Let me
He didn't
look.
do anything wrong, and he's not in anything.
No, they
Pokemon
literally
Sword and
announced
Shield.
him too. Like,
That's what's so
literally, you
weird.
in the tutorial you fight War Turtle, right?
Mhm.
And you
Oh, yeah.
fight
I love
him.
War Turtle.
I forgot
And
about
then
that.
they're like, Blastoise is coming. And then they're like, but here's other Pokemon too. And you're like, where is he though?
And everybody's just like, where's Blastoise?
Where?
It really
It's-
doesn't make any sense to me because they literally were like, okay, next Pokemon coming up is like Blastoise and Gardevoir. Who did
Gardevoir.
they release? They released Gardevoir. Out of nowhere, Blissey.
Blissey.
And then now they announced Sylveon. And I'm just
He is
Which
such
is
a
like,
middle
I think
child,
it's
so
iconic.
funny.
I think it's iconic that Sylveon is the one that's chosen, like, trans rights.
Trans rights. Yeah.
Right.
We'd love to see it. I would love, I don't know if I would want to see other evolutions, but I would like maybe like skins or something. So it's like still Sylveon, but like maybe Sylveon's like wearing like a Flareon coats.
Mhm. Just because that would be
Cute.
such a nightmare to balance if
Yeah.
it was,
Right.
9 different Pokemon that evolve from the same one.
Exactly.
Right.
Sylveon, if you have to pick one, it's pretty
Sylveon's a good like
Yeah.
middle
I
ground.
love Vaporeon. Vaporeon has such a good design. It's so cute.
I like Leafeon a lot.
Me
Like
too.
Jolteon. Actually, I like Umbreon and Ispeon and Sips.
They're
I don't know,
great.
I like that
Yeah.
kind of.
That's a
Quite a
power
few of them were
couple.
good.
They are a power lesbian couple if I ever seen one.
If I've ever
Exactly,
seen one.
exactly.
The non-binary lesbian representation we deserve.
Exactly.
Truly.
Exactly. I think that would be really iconic, but I am excited because now, like, anybody who doesn't have a Switch is able to play it. I look at Lotus.
I was gonna say, please don't have me on this podcast on this day. I do have a new phone,
But
so maybe I'll try it.
yeah,
With the bigger
maybe
screen.
we will get you into fighting the children.
It's them adding Mamoswine before Blastoise.
It really is.
Mamoswine.
Can you play as Swinub?
They're probably not gonna
Yeah.
have you play a Swine because it's like a small. I don't know. They're really
because it's
iffy
not
about
a
like
baby
playing the small
Pokemon.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, because I
Wait,
think
I
like
thought you
don't look.
started off as the little ones, but you just can't be a baby.
Not always.
Not all of them, because like I think Lucario has like a pre-evolution form, and you just start off.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
you
you
don't
can't
have
be
any baby
Rylou.
Pokemon.
You can't be Pichu. You can't be
Well, 'cause Pichu
Well, you
and
can't be
Rylou are baby
Raichu
Pokemon.
either.
Forget Pichu. Where's Raichu?
Oh, my
Yeah.
favorite
Right.
Pokemon. Huh. I feel bad every
It-
time. I'm like, you already have Pikachu. Are you serious? Right? Are you?
Right.
It's
Right.
Literally.
I
But
do think it's
Pichu and
really
Rylou
weird.
are baby Pokemon. Like that's a
Yeah.
separate thing.
And then they might have
Kind of makes
Swinub, but I don't
Because
know.
I've seen
Yeah,
people
I
play
don't
as
think they
Scorbunny.
showed it.
They probably will.
Yeah, because
They
They didn't even show
baby
Eevee
Pokemon.
though. They didn't show Eevee like evolving into Sylveon, so I don't know. Right? I don't think they did.
I'll be
Yeah.
a little
But-
pig.
Right.
I have to assume that like as long as it's not a baby Pokemon, like the pre-evolutions will be there. I guess they just wanted to show like the most evolved form just to be like exciting, you know.
But it's like the non-labeled baby Pokemon are so small as fuck. I don't get why they can't put the baby Pokemon in there.
I don't wanna.
I don't know. But shall we change gears? Dex, do you want to tell us about the Fortnite drama?
Oh god, yeah. Let's talk about this. Hold up. So basically, we woke up one day earlier this week to find out that Fortnite has added an imposters mode that has no connection to Among Us, and the Among Us developers did not know. And they were just like, yeah, like we wouldn't have mind working about it, but we kind of just like found out when everybody else did. So I was like, I went through a mental process thinking about this, right? Because I was like, Among Us isn't like original in terms of like the concept and gameplay, but then when you really think about it, the popularity with Among Us and then going around being like, oh, we added an imposter mode when Among Us coined the term imposter, it's a little iffy. It doesn't feel good. So I feel like, especially because Epic Games is like $1 million company and shit, and then the indie devs for Inner Sloth for Among Us is like, you know, indie. So it's just like it's giving very Epic stealing an indie's work and passing it as their own, and just being like, okay, we made this completely original thing. And I thought it was funny too, because like I read through it again, and I was like, the way they also made it 10 players too, which is like the max amount for Among Us. I was like, interesting.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering how y'all feel about this.
Evil. The Fortnite burglar strikes again, except this time they're not stealing TikTok dances from black people. They're both still bad, though. I would say
Think
that
on it.
stealing from small creators is bad.
Right.
I would
Still
just
pretty
say
bad.
that. And also, like, it's not even because it's so specifically Among Us. I love Mafia. Like, most people have played Mafia at like summer camp or on a school field
Yes.
trip before. Everybody knows Mafia. And then there's like Trouble in Terrace Town from Gmod and Town of Salem.
Mhm.
But it's Among Us. It has the whole imposter thing. The voting round is very specifically modeled after Among Us is voting
Yeah.
round. It's the exact same thing. It's so.
The
it's so
map is
rough.
like similar.
Yeah, the doing tasks is the real death knell for me because nobody fucking does that other than Among Us. Like doing tasks is not really a thing in even,
Right.
like the other social deduction games. Like now it is after Among Us. It's been a thing off and on, but not popular. So I mean, it's just straight up ripping it off, and I don't love that.
Yeah.
That impact.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
they
like
could at least call it something like different or something, and maybe
least
put in like
pretend.
their own, maybe something, their own flavor into it. So I mean, taking it right from like a smaller developer doesn't sit well with me. Though if bigger companies do it from each other, then sure, whatever. I mean, like fighting games, I can't tell you how many times they take ideas from each other. It's like all the time. But it's like in this case, if you're taking it like just almost just everything exactly the same, and then just to a name, could have did a little bit more than that. I mean, they'll probably get away with it, but come on, like you could have did something a little different.
Especially because in
Yeah.
Fortnite we're in the alien season. They could do a whole thing where you're an alien or something.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it literally had an alien like skin where like you're an alien and you like transform to somebody or like you zip out of it. So like they literally could have just did something like that.
There have been a couple games in that vein where someone is secretly an alien, and to kill people you have to like reveal your alien form, and then you have like X amount of seconds before you can transform back. So I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what would possess them to do such a thing.
yeah,
Other than greed.
right.
Epic being epic and just stealing ideas.
Like nobody did anything about it last time. We stole a bunch of ideas, so let's steal some more ideas.
I
Right.
think they would know, but it just gets swept under the rug.
Mhm.
Because at first I was excited, but then of course, like, as it, more details and everything came out about it, obviously, because at first I was like, oh, this sounds like kind of cool to have like some kind of mode like this. But then it's just like, oh, so it's just a direct copy instead of y'all being somewhat creative. Because, like we've said, there's so many other games that are similar. First Class Trouble is like basically similar too in that concept, but it's very original still. It's not copying Among Us or any of the other ones. So it's just like they really could have made it creative, and instead it's like, what's going on here? Also, I don't know, because I obviously kind of just looked away from it immediately. Are people like forced onto voice for it too, or is it a text box too?
They have a what would you say, like a text wheel? So like you
Okay.
select accuse, and then you say I saw so and so, like I saw X doing Y, and you can fill in the blanks and then say it.
Okay, like Among Us literally has that now too. Interesting.
Very interesting.
And I know the devs have definitely talked about it too, because they were very sad to see, Epic take their idea when they're such a small, indie dev. And it would have been a really great collab, because imagine like you running around as the Among Us girlies.
Yeah, they could have had like
Imagine they
Among Us
put the
meme
Among Us
skins.
skins.
It would be so
that would be a
cute.
janky ass hitbox though. 'Cause
It
they're
really
so loud.
would. It would be so wild. But
Actually, I
love to
think they'll
see it.
stretch them out. I think it'll be terrifying. They just
Not
stretch them out to be
normal.
full size.
The
Right.
visor's like the head, and it's just like very skinny and long.
Right.
I would love that, honestly. I want
know.
to fuel children's nightmares right now, please.
Literally.
But an emote of you getting sent out the airlock would make so much fucking money.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, right.
Or like a thing where when you die, like you're cut in half and there's like the bone,
Yes.
like Among Us. That would be what could have been.
What
Matt,
could've
and you know
been.
they would do it too.
Mhm.
We made fun of them a lot during E3 for being and everything, but they're clearly very amiable people
Yeah,
and would be
yeah.
happy to.
Yeah, that was like
I would love
the
to.
sentiment, like, after, because basically, like, the Among Us team found out at the exact same time as everybody else, and they were like, we would have collabed with y'all, like, we would have done something cool, like...
But they want all the money.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered that they wanted all of the money though?
Yeah, maybe that might be just the motivation, you know? Maybe, possibly, quite possibly.
Yeah. Like, imagine also, like, I don't know, the fish guy in Among Us. Like, either, like,
I
a
can see that.
hat, you know, or little,
Yeah.
like, the pets or something. Like, they could have also made money. So it's like both sides could have really just, like, you know, helped each other out. But clearly, no.
Yeah.
Right.
That would have been iconic. Get like Fortnite themed like outfits for Among Us. That would have been so cute. Like I don't understand. I mean, I do understand.
It
but I don't
makes
like
me
it.
it makes me not even want to like try it because to be completely honest, I do like playing Among Us to an extent. I mean, it'll make me lose my voice, but it's like to see that would have been something if they would have did a collab with Fortnite or something like that. I'm like, you know, might have, but like now it's kind of like I don't know if I don't really want to support that personally. Plus, I've never downloaded Fortnite anyway, but I don't know. Yeah, they could have definitely handled this so much better, but I can't say I'm surprised because money. And I know that's usually like what I say when it comes to companies, but you'd be surprised how much money and greed is the answer, like right there.
Yeah.
And that's just what it feels like to me.
Mm-hmm.
We just need a nameplate for Koga to put at the bottom of the webcam that says "disappointed but not surprised."
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like they want money, and I mean, and unfortunately, I hate that. It's like if you look at it from that perspective, it makes sense, but it sucks. But I don't know, companies gonna like that are just gonna do what they feel is best for that, unfortunately. But I don't know, not sure what can really be done about from here.
Well, speaking about companies being disappointed and not surprised, and also companies doing shady things for money reasons. Lotus, do you want to get into your story?
The Scrabdackle story. Right? Oh no, sorry, I mean the Roblox. There's a lot. I posted a couple things. Sorry, spoilers for 10 minutes from now.
Oh, I don't think I even
Oh
saw
my
it.
god, Roblox is evil. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's the SparkNotes version. But basically, for anyone who's not familiar with Roblox, which is probably most people, Roblox is huge. It is the most played video game in the United States and Europe right now, with I think 20 million monthly players.
Oh,
And the way
big.
Roblox works is if you've ever played Gary's mod, it's kind of similar, where you have the sandbox thing, and then people will set up little games or little, you know, venues or little movies, and you can go and play those that other creators have made. And you can, technically, as a creator, make money on them, but also not really at all. It's just, there's a lot of obstacles in the way for you to do this. Initially, you get paid in Roblox's currency, which are called Robux. And in order to withdraw that currency to real money, you need to make $1,000, 1,000 real world dollars, which is, I think, 100,000 Robux. So there's already that.
Oh my god.
And it's just so exploitative and weird because Roblox has this big thing about like, yeah, you can be a game developer and make money and yeah. And by the way, we're referencing the video by People Make Games called "Investigation: How Roblox is Exploiting Young Game Developers." It's like almost 30 minutes long. It's very in depth, so I would recommend watching it. But it is so horribly exploitative, and it's just worse because it's mostly children.
Mm-hmm.
It's awful, and so like kind of echoing what Koga had said, that it's all about greed. Is this could be such a fabulous tool for young game developers because Roblox, its game development system is actually very simple and easy to use, and you don't have to do all this janky coding stuff. So it's a great tool for kids to learn how to play and make games if they want to. But there's all this kind of tape in the way, and just like Among Us, there's no protection on Roblox's servers. If somebody really small makes something, then somebody really big says, hey, that's a great idea, I'm gonna make it. There's just nothing that you can do.
Yeah, that I watched that video and I had no idea, like, the scale of it. Because, like, I thought it was bad waiting to hit the $100 threshold so I can get a Twitch payout. Like, $1,000 threshold. And they get to keep, like, what was it, like 25% of that? So...
24.5, I think, is the number.
Yeah, and, like, if they did, like, a comparison in that video... between like what game devs make on like Steam and Epic and then through Roblox, and like basically the cut that the people who actually make the games get is like the size of Steam's cut from Steam when you like make a game for Steam. I did not realize. And like the way it's advertised, like, of course, if you're a kid, like, and you're interested in making a game, like, that sounds amazing. Like, oh, I can make games and people will play them and I can make money. And, like, it just seems, like, really deceptive and scummy to me. Like, it very much seems, like, directly, like, and deliberately scamming children. Like, it feels so icky to me.
And they're so young, they don't know.
Yeah. Like, especially like if you're a kid and you like don't know any better, like of course you're gonna see like that marketing material and be like, oh, I can make money and I can make games and people will play them, and it's like actually it's a lot harder than that and most people don't make any money. Yeah. So
was there like a certain age you would have to be to even be able to like to do that, or was it just to any age?
Pretty much.
I mean, it's any age but a bank account, because the Robux are in just your Roblox account, right? They're just like any kind of online currency, and then I just assume that you can remove them to a bank account or a PayPal account. So anyone who has that.
How old was I when I got a bank account?
It's probably something where it's just like as long as you have like parent permission
yeah,
or something.
like you do it with a parent's
probably.
bank account.
Your parents, I'm sure.
Which is quotations parents. Permission.
Permission, yeah.
It's yes, I am definitely over 18 on the on the little checkbox. Yeah. Because like in that video that we're citing, they talk to a kid who's like 11, and just like that interview was like so heartbreaking. Seeing this kid, like a literal 11-year-old
like
kid.
He's 30.
Yeah. And he's like, he sounds like he's just like been in a war or something. Like it's it's such a situation.
He's like, the system's rigged against you. You'll never win. Not in that voice, but he basically says that. It's really
exactly
depressing.
in that voice.
Exactly like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was an old timey like 1920s gangster. Them's Robux and them their heels.
Literally. Well, that's the thing that's so bad too. Is obviously kids are dumb. That's just what happens when you're a kid. You're not very smart. Whatever. And you're very naive. And you know that these kids are probably happy to like get any amount of Robux for their game. They're like, yeah, isn't this so great? Like I just made a little thing and I made money. And it's like, you have no idea how much money you would have had.
Yeah.
Were Roblox not evil. And also, one thing that they brought up, and another thing they brought up in the video is that Roblox is, for us who are adults, we don't really have like a concept of how big Roblox is because we are nowhere even remotely near the target demographic. And there's this thing sometimes where people say, well, they can't pay more than X percentage because they're a little company. Bring up the chart. Roblox company is worth 8 Ubisofts. That's how much fucking money they're worth. 8 Ubisofts.
Not a small company.
Not a small company at all.
No.
They're worth 8 times more than small indie company Ubisoft. And I just think that they should be able to pay their developers. I don't care if they're little kids. At least be very upfront.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, at least be like more honest. like
It'd be better if they said, no, you can't make money, but we'll give you some Robux sometimes.
yeah, like that'd be more honest, honestly.
But they gotta make sure they can, say something. So when they go to the parents and ask for permission, the parents be more likely to say yes, because we know parents don't pay attention to like anything.
Mm-hmm.
True. You want
That's
to
a
do the
kid
thing on the
game.
internet? Okay. Do the internet, little Timmy.
Little Timmy
Little
Tommy.
Little Timmy and Tommy
I thought
from
you were
Animal
gonna say Timmy
Crossing.
Turner.
Oh my god. But yeah, I want to kind of get y'all's perspectives on that. Like, did y'all get to see that video or?
No.
Nah.
I didn't get to see a video, but I did like read the an article on it. So, but yeah, it's pretty just. I know. I mean, I think I already said like pretty. I feel pretty much how it was. Oh my goodness. Well, I pretty much what's been said is how I feel is that how they could have just probably been more honest about it, and it's just not. It's like you could afford to like to be more money instead of being like, all right, we're gonna just keep this much. But again, can't say I'm surprised because money, greed. So here we go.
Yeah.
Take a shot every time a cup. Don't do that. You'll probably get drunk and pass out and have like.
You will get alcohol poisoning. Please don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do
Taking
that.
a shot every time a company is greedy is not advised. Just gaming things are not medical professionals.
But
Well,
we do care.
also, this brings up a big conversation of just like how creators on different platforms too, like the payout system for a lot of creators too, right? Because it's just like, I don't know. Like, I know, like, there's points of it where obviously you might get paid like sooner or whatever. But it is something where maybe we have to talk about how like there shouldn't be like a limit to how much you should be hitting before you see a payout in general. Like it should have just been like maybe it's monthly or something, right? Like Twitch is normally monthly, but only if you hit the $100, right? So it's just like there shouldn't be a cap on like, oh, you didn't hit the 1,000, so you're never gonna see that money. It should just be like, oh, every month, then here you go, especially, or it could be worked out in different ways for like partners or whatever. But I feel like there should be more of that kind of system, like any other job.
Right.
Right.
Oh, you didn't
Whereas
have
it's
enough
like,
hours this week. We're not gonna pay you for your work this week because you didn't hit the threshold.
yeah, like imagine.
Yeah,
Makes no sense. And also, like, they're the reason why people are playing your game. Like,
Right. There's not other stuff to do in Roblox.
Right.
yeah, it's literally playing a bunch of creator-made sandboxes, and I've played it. I love a lot of Roblox creator games, and I feel like these children, as much as I clown on the children, they should be getting paid. I don't care.
Give the
If they're
children
making
some
it.
money.
Like, a lot of them
They're
are great,
talented.
too.
Yeah.
A lot of the, like, you can tell, like, a lot of work goes into it, and they care about it, and they're having fun, and it's just, like, they should be paid for their work. Anybody should be paid for their work, no matter what.
Yeah. That's... I think that's a good note. Everybody should just be paid for their work.
Yeah.
Right.
Period.
Not stolen from.
Exactly. Dex, do you want to get into your second story?
Yes. Okay. So
I know you're excited about this.
I am excited. So I was, living my life on Twitter, and I was like looking at the trends yesterday, and I saw Saints Row was trending. Now, Saints Row is a game. I don't want to compare it to GTA, but it's like basically like you're in a world like similar to GTA, but it's like it doesn't take itself seriously. It has like a lot more fun. There's like a lot more creative freedom in terms of like how you can like design your character and what you can do in the game. And overall, it was like one of my favorite games as I was like growing up. And like the last time we had an installment was like 2013. So we just assumed that like Deep Silver went bankrupt and like everything was not going to be continued. However, Geoff Keighley recently tweeted a picture of a brick wall with graffiti on it saying rebooting with the iconic Saints Row symbol next to it. And not only that, but Saints Row replied in response with eyes emojis. So, I'm sitting here and they were saying that they're planning to announce information most likely next Wednesday at the Gamers Night Live. So I'm excitedly waiting and hoping and praying that we're getting a new Saints Row. I know it'd be a lot from like a smaller company, but I'm really hoping that it could have something similar to like GTA Online, because I feel like that would have really made like the game perfect for me if they like had an online function. But I was wondering if y'all had any connection with Saints Row or might be interested.
I'd be keeping an eye out. Maybe.
I'm excited for more dildo bats.
The penetrator.
Yelling. I think it'll be interesting to like see how they bring Saints Row into the year of our Lord 2021. It'd be interesting.
I really will.
Did they with the other one that came out? Wasn't there a remaster of 3 or something like that?
There was like a remaster of 3, but I remember when it came out, at least from what I heard from my friend, like it wasn't the official company that remastered it. So as far as I know, they couldn't patch it. So like if it had bugs, they couldn't be patched out. And like there was some issues with like lighting and shit that like I don't think it ever got fixed. So I just assumed that like Deep Silver was like not around anymore. But apparently they're coming back now for it. But yeah, like the only thing they released since like 4 was like Gat Out of Hell, which was like kind of like a DLC for 4, and then the remaster, which I don't think was under the actual company.
Right. Do y'all have any ties to Saints Row or like any thoughts about this?
The one that I think I played the most was actually like 1 and 2, and then I played a bit of 3, which that went in a whole different direction from like 1 and 2. But I was happy to see it because I mean, 1 and 2 they still didn't take themselves too seriously, but it still could be compared to GT a little bit. 3, I was like, all right, we're going in our own direction, and it was just so goofy, and it was a lot of fun to play. I didn't get to play 4 because unfortunately it came out during that time where I started getting too many games, not enough time, which has been 8 years for me now. Great. But for a reboot, I think that would be great. I would like to see what it is how they release the game, today. And I think I would have a lot of faith in it just continuing to be that a lot of open world fun that they've been making. So I would look forward to it.
I think yes. I think the most exciting thing is I feel like we're getting to an age in gaming where it's like we want these kind of like fun, quirky games that are just like out of the box. You're just like, what is going on? I don't know. I feel like we're getting to a point where we're like, we want those again, and I think it's coming out at a like good time to be like, hey, remember us? You would love this game. Remember when games are fun and they're not just about like trauma and everything. So I feel like it's coming out at the right time, especially like with the what's going on in the world right now too. Like everybody's just like, I don't want anything really depressing right now on top of this. So I'm really excited to kind of see. I'm just always worrisome of how everything's going to be portrayed probably in this day and age, because things could get people could get away with it back in the day. Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
Right. So I'm interested to see.
Yeah, definitely interested to see what happens going forward. Lotus, I know you said you had another story, but I didn't actually see it. What was the?
I don't think I'm the person who posted it, but I've read it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do you want to go ahead and
Hi.
talk about that?
Wait, who posted it?
I think it was Ruin. It was the first article, the speak
Oh,
for
yeah, I
it.
didn't see that.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll do it then. I was like, I don't want to like steal this. 'Cause...
Yeah, no, go for it.
Yeah.
Steal it.
Do it right now. Okay, Epic
Right
Games.
now.
So this was like a long thread on Twitter by developer Jake Friend, who successfully crowdfunded their game Scrabdackle. About how basically after the successful, I want to say it was Kickstarter, not Indiegogo or GoFundMe, and after successfully funding it, a couple of publishers spoke to him, and he basically said, "Hey, let's talk about the way publishers try to exploit indie devs. I'm not under an NDA." And then 24 tweets later, the thread was born. But yeah, it is just an example of how indie devs are often treated by publishers. We kind of saw this, I want to say like 6 months ago maybe, when the indie publisher Raw Fury was like, well, we want to be 100% transparent and inspire other indie publishers to post their contracts. And they posted their contract and everyone was like, this is very alarming. What the fuck is this?
Ooh.
This is the same thing, technically without their consent. Shoutouts to Jake Friend, because that took some cojones, and I appreciate that we could read it. But there's a lot of things saying like, well, we'll pay you and we'll help you publish it, but we're not gonna pay you until you completely recoup all of the development fees and all of the advertisement fees and all of the publishing fees. And then we can also delay it past that just in case something happens. If at any point in time you just kind of start lagging behind and aren't developing your game, and if it's not out by the date that you set, then we're gonna fine you on top of the money that you won't be making because the game isn't recouping its money yet.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of things of this nature. And to be clear, this isn't super uncommon in indie dev. A lot, like particularly the point that we won't pay you until we recoup all of the money that we spent on publishing your game is very common. Obviously, it sounds awful, but when you're an indie dev and you have $12 and you also work a part-time job and you have limited options, you might just take it.
Yeah.
And it's really unfortunate. Also, the revenue split is 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Except for some reason, they also said they would take off for VAT, which is the international payment interchange fee, which is really fucking weird to see in a contract.
Mm-hmm.
A lot is going on in this. I'm very, very glad that Jake Friend did not take this deal. He said, I have a successful Kickstarter. I don't need to do this. Just don't even.
Well,
yeah.
Also the breakdown was like, in order to make up all the costs, which was like $159,000 just for the marketing. That's about 50% of the marketing, and then the development funds were the $65,000. So it was like, in order to like, I guess hit so they can actually get revenue, was like, or actually 0% was like 24,000 copies, which is a lot of copies.
A lot of copies.
A fucking lot of copies for an indie game.
And
like,
also maybe, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You go.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe the most egregious part of the contract is it's pretty normal to have in a contract. You have your breach of contract, right? When either party did something wrong as detailed in the contract, so the contract is over. The thing is, the breach of contract is what I said earlier, where they say that Jake Friend is not developing the game fast enough or it didn't get it out on time. And they use nebulous terms like as is reasonably expected, which is, it could mean anything at all. Where if that doesn't come out, then the contract has been breached allegedly by Jake Friend, and then they could invoke their right of the breach of contract clause to keep 100% of revenue on the game. And basically Jake Friend has to continue to develop it until it's done because that's what's in the contract. So...
Oh, that's so gross.
Right,
Yeah.
so Jake Friend would lose all the rights to his game, not get any of the money from it, not get any of the royalties also, and also be in debt because he breached his contract. Yeah. If you're an indie dev, I don't even know what to tell you. I'm sorry, first of all.
We're sorry.
Also, don't do this. We are so sorry that the industry is the way it is, but also don't do this.
Yeah.
If you go on a tour with Flag Factory, you need to leave.
Yeah, it's another instance of disappointed but not surprised. Koga, let's hear from our correspondent at the disappointed but not surprised zone.
Coming at you live.
Coming at you live.
Yep, the motive was greed and money. Not surprised. Companies being shitty. Oh, that's so bad though. Like, especially when you look, if it's in a contract where it could just be so vague and just something that where they just say, "Oh, you breached it," and now he's in this bad situation. It's like, no. I mean, I could understand wanting the opportunity, but I wouldn't want to be in that type of situation because that would be miserable. And then one would have the time to really do anything else, so you're stuck making this product, and you might not be even getting paid for it.
That is just absolutely wild to me. Just the way that it's worded, so that they can very easily just. You still have to make this game, and you don't make any money from it, and you have to pay us back for the cost. Like, that's just mind blowing to me. But like, still, I'm kind of in the camp of like disappointed but not surprised because it's like, yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about it before on the podcast for sure. Whenever it comes to indie devs, it always is mainly about how big companies and developers are basically exploiting them, which is very sad that it's just so common. And I just keep hoping that, you know, at least we have itch.io and all this stuff too, where they can at least publish it and put it out there. But I hope more indie devs don't take any more of these contracts or anything and really take more stands like this, because it's really sad to see, especially when it's like there's a big love for indie games in the gaming world, and it's more than just like the exposure that some big company will give you.
Right. Do you want to talk about something fun and cute? Let's talk about something fun and cute.
Let's talk about something fun and cute. Did y'all know that hit game Yakuza with my husband Kiryu Kazuma is going to be a character in Super Monkey Ball?
Let me just grab my props here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I just happen to have them lying around.
I got
was
my
gonna be like,
props
do I have-
too.
Yes.
Yes, I don't have any props.
That's okay.
Sorry.
You can have one of mine. Let me just lay it down. Oh, dang.
Yes, I do have like keychains somewhere of him. But anyway, I'm very excited. Like, I love Super Monkey Ball in general. It's cute, it's lovely, but also being this little chibi version of Kiryu is like the best thing. I just want to be cute and roll around as him instead. And I think I don't know, it's just so amazing that this is happening in general. And I just wanted to see everybody's thoughts about it. I just wanted to bring something cute and fun to today's episode.
Thank you for bringing us something cute and fun. I really appreciate it.
It's so exciting. And it's like not only that, but like they replace, like when you play as them, they replace the bananas with the bottle.
So good.
I'm excited.
We should
I
also
hope-
state that he's a free character too, so you do not have to worry about
iconic.
money and deals.
Yes.
It's a free unlockable character, so
Yes.
I love this.
It's so cute just seeing him rolling around. Honestly,
So
I think
serious, which
it's
is extremely serious. Me mugging it, rolling down the hill.
I love it.
It's
At
like-
top speed. Just
I love I, but I think my monkey ball main is gonna change. I hope they add some more characters because I just want to be shook at the character selection screen. Like I don't know who to choose.
Yes. I am. This is actually really cool because I'm now really curious, like, who else would be joining, like, as other characters. Maybe that's something we could, like, briefly talk about if anybody has, like, a character that they would love to see.
Like, it's open to, like, if we're opening up to any Sega characters.
Yeah.
I think it'd be so funny if they put Sonic in a ball.
Yeah.
It's perfect though. It's
Yeah, when it's like a play on like how he can turn into a ball, but like no, he's gonna be in the ball. Like
And then also because he's a rodent, so like a hamster in a ball. It just works.
yes, it works.
Yes. I think, didn't they announce that he is?
How does
did
that?
they?
I don't know.
Yeah, Tails and Sonic are.
Oh yeah.
Already
Well, there you go.
Here we
Oh,
are.
there we go. As well as Beat from Jet Set Radio.
Yes.
Shut up. Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
It should have been gum, but that's fine.
Right.
My
Literally.
Suddenly, this is our most
Here's-
anticipated game of the year.
As it should be.
Despite how disappointing Sega often is, they really are the king of just like goofy fun shit.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for them.
Right.
Okay, here's my wish.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I would love
my
to hear it.
my one wish. Chibi Bayonetta, the ball is made out of her hair.
Ew!
Ew.
What
That's
a hairball, you know?
Fred, we're
had
taking away your
that
choices.
before.
We're taking away your choices. Sorry.
Yeah,
Make stuff out of her hair.
Who I would like to see.
Wait, how do you see her in there? Sorry.
Yeah, how
I guess-
would you see her?
How would you see her?
I guess her hair could be like kind of translucent. I don't know. I didn't think about this
So
too
she's just
much.
naked. And you see through the little hairs.
I have no words.
I don't know. Listen, I thought I had a good idea. Turns out I did not.
I had you had me with Bayonetta, and then when you said the ball she was made of her hair, I was like,
Oh. Let's think about that.
Maybe not. Maybe we cancel that part of the idea. Never mind.
the first half we can keep. We're still workshopping it, it's okay.
We're live. This is a live brainstorming session for our suggestions
For
for
Mr.
Super Monkey
Sega.
Ball. For Mr. Sega.
Mr. Sega, as somebody who's an avid fan of Skies of Arcadia, and I've talked about it many times, especially on this podcast, I would love to see some Skies of Arcadia characters in it, please. Thank you. Please give me some love. I keep every time. I'm just like, Skies of Arcadia, where is it?
Where is
Give
she?
it to me now. Where is she now? Where is she? I don't even care which character, to be honest. I would just like the representation.
I hate how I have to like remind myself of like characters from like Sega All Stars Racing just to remind myself. And then I remember that Danica Patrick's there.
Oh my god, yeah.
Could you imagine they come on Danica Patrick in Super Monkey Ball?
I would live.
Do you think they would have like Mario in a ball?
I'm tired of Mario.
I am
Yeah.
tired of Mario. Wario in a ball.
Wario in a ball.
Now you're talking.
Now that's who we
That
want.
would be cool.
Oh, now. Ooh. Especially that, like, the WarioWare is coming back, too. So that would be cute.
It could be cute.
Give me
It could be a
that.
thing.
It'd be fitting too with the what's the name of that monkey with the sombrero that had his own game?
Oh, Vivas. Oh, no, I don't know, actually. Yeah.
Because they were in Sega All Stars Racing too.
Something.
I feel like it was like Amigo or something.
Mega monkey with sombrero. That's
Samba de Amigo. Yes.
Yeah, Samba de Amigo. Oh, he's
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
It's such a good game, by the way.
Like they should just put him in there because it's Super Monkey Ball. He would fit. He would fit right in.
in. And that'd be so cute. I would really just love to see like older games get some love more too. So that's why I love when I see like characters back in the day just even be like either a DLC character or they're like hidden somewhere, or like in Sonic Racing, it's like some of them are just racers. Like, give me that. Give it to
Right.
me specifically, because I'm here for it.
Like,
You already gave me Sonic.
Right? Can I get Joe Masashi? That's probably not gonna happen, but you know, I was a Shinobi
can
fan when I
wish.
was a kid.
We can wish.
Truly.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that that's what his name was.
Yeah, because it was rarely. It was just Shinobi, Shinobi 2,
Yes,
Shinobi
you're
3.
right.
What's his name? Joe Masashi.
Joe.
It never really.
Mr. Shinobi.
Oh my god. Do we have any other suggestions while we got Mr. Sega on the line? Do we have any other?
I'm pulling up the list. Ooh la la.
Yes!
yes.
This channel?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Just be like, can you please give us Ulala? I am no longer asking, I'm demanding.
Mr. Sega, we are making our demands known. Give us Ulala, no one gets hurt.
Mm.
And not a hostage situation.
Oh my god.
Michael Jackson is still there.
Yes, Space Michael.
It's
You're
Michael's there.
right. Michael in there.
Does
That'd
Sega
be
do
great.
Puyo Puyo? Is that wrong?
What?
What?
Does Sega do Puyo Puyo?
I don't know.
Did
actually.
they? I think.
I think
Maybe.
so.
Because wasn't it?
Isn't like Sega also technically have Persona, so somebody's gonna be like, Persona 5! Give
Oh,
it to
ew,
me!
ew,
True.
ew,
I guess
ew,
they
cancel
published
that.
it, right?
Yeah, I think they just
No.
published it. Because it's Atlas, but I keep forgetting, like, I guess Persona 5 is
Sega
under
does a
it.
lot of publishing nowadays, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They
But
said
I
we do
didn't
not
know
care
you-
about our own IPs anymore.
I'd like to see a trio of the little Puyo Puyo slime drops. I think
Oh,
that
that'd
they
be
could
right.
it could be like just full of them. Just a little bowl full of the little slime guys.
God, yes.
Not
I
the
don't
characters
want
from
these
Puyo
on that.
Puyo. I don't care about them. Just the little slimes.
Truly.
Oh yeah, I love that. Koga, do you want to get into our last story, which was also brought to us by Ruin?
There was another one.
Yeah, the Bob Ross one.
Hi.
Hold on. Hold on, let me make sure, because I don't think that was one of the ones I had up.
Story loading.
Story loading. We'll be right back.
Disappointment
Yeah, because I thought the one with the about the exploitative dev, that was the one by Ruin. He put up another one.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
he
another
put
one
it
That's
on.
after.
Shout outs to Ruin, who is like, I'm so sorry I can't be there. Here are all of your
And then links
Yeah.
articles.
Here's your articles.
Uh,
I will not be there, but I will do the
Ruin
work.
crowd.
Literally so iconic. I would just be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be there this week, but here's like all of the stories about everything.
Love you, really.
We love you."
what is this? Hold on. Bob Ross doc trailer hints at darkness behind those happy little trees. Y'all gonna have to help me with this one because I wasn't aware of this. Like, what is
I
this?
love this live reaction. This is how we
I
feel,
can-
honestly.
I can get
I'm
into
literally
it a
just like-
bit.
It's great. I'm living for it.
Basically, there there's gonna be a new Netflix original Bob Ross documentary, and the trailer for it is basically just like, we can't tell you anything about it. There, here's the trailer. This is the trailer. But I think it's kind of interesting because, like, especially considering the events of like the last year and a half and everything, Netflix documentaries, and like even before that, Netflix documentaries, there would be like a new Netflix documentary, it would have like a grip on the popular culture. And like thinking about last year with like the Tiger King thing, and like how like the people in that documentary were like so affected by the documentary that it like completely like changed everybody's lives. Like
That was last year.
yeah, that was last
Yeah.
year. Like some for better, some for
Quarantine,
worse.
It was like beginning of quarantine too.
Right.
So it was
Oh, it
kind of like
was.
everybody was like, "Ah, you gotta watch this."
Right. So like a part of me is kind of like, ooh, cause like just like seeing the reaction to like a lot of Netflix documentaries, like people really take like Netflix documentaries as like fact, and like a lot of people watch them, and like
The way they fall for the edit, so hard.
yes,
So hard.
yeah,
Like Joe Exotic and Tiger King, he's a cool rebel who's kind of an idiot. And I'm like, these poor tigers.
Yeah.
Poor
like,
animals.
Like literally, that should
literally
be the main
abused
focus.
and killed
but
his
no.
tigers, and all of a sudden he's like the hero of the story, and it's like,
Yeah.
are we watching the same documentary?
Like, did y'all forget he was grooming all these fucking young men? Like,
Yes. Literally, isn't one of his husbands like straight as hell, and it's just like,
yes.
Yeah.
But Carol Baskins killed her husband. She's the real villain.
she's the real villain.
Sorry to derail it. I mean,
No, you're right.
No, this
Literally.
is it.
No, this is like
I don't watch Netflix documentaries. Like I've tried, and I just really can't get into them. Like they're they're so one-sided mainly, and it's always like on the side that I do not want to be on.
Right.
yeah. So I'm kind of
'Cause-
like I'm interested in this Bob Ross documentary, but I'm also kind of like, ooh, what are they gonna do?
They're probably gonna make somehow everybody try to hate him. I feel it seems.
He was in the military, so I'm already halfway there. Like at the age that he was in that military doing those things, it wouldn't take a lot of work. But I do think it's a marketing thing, just to be like, you don't know the secrets behind Bob Ross. Well, what are they? Find out.
Find out.
You have to watch to find out. We're just letting you know that it's coming. That's
It's
like
really
how
gonna be like, he didn't really like these kind of paints. He only liked these. And then that's the entire documentary.
Oh,
Yeah.
could you imagine?
I would love that.
He liked oil more than acrylic. Like,
Gas.
We can only hope.
That would actually be iconic, though, is the thing.
I would
yeah,
love it.
like,
I would love it.
Yelling. Do we have any kind of closing thoughts on that? Or just
No, it's dumb.
yeah. Yeah, that was just kind of like my thoughts. I was kind of like, oh, Netflix stocks. Like, seeing like the history of Netflix stocks, especially in the past few years, I'm just kind of like, ooh. Oh, what are you
yeah,
gonna
our
do?
closing thoughts is to close Netflix. Those are our closing-
Delete your subscription.
I mean, they did cancel Sense8, so listen.
Right.
I know. I will say I'm guilty of being like, I will cancel Netflix and then I get back on because maybe there's the one show that I really care about and that's about it. And then I don't watch Netflix ever again and I go, why am I still on Netflix?
I don't even have a Netflix
Literally.
subscription. Like the only time I honestly do is when it's time for Castlevania. And then when I'm done, usually in 1 or 2 days, we're done. And
It's over.
usually if it's
I
off
wish
of
it could be
someone
like
else's
that.
account.
They also keep
Mine's
raising the
someone else's.
prices. I think they
Yeah.
raised it last year and it went up for like another $1 and I'm like, that's another $1 that I don't want to see gone.
Right.
I like my dollar.
I don't like my $1.
I like having my dollars to spend on indie video games.
Right.
Yeah. Why didn't you tell us about what indie video games you're spending those dollars on and enjoying lately?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I played Chicory, but I got a key for it, so I didn't spend $1 on that. But thank you to Chicory Devs. It is fabulous. I played more of it. I really like Chicory. I am sending the brainwaves to Spin to force him to play.
Yeah,
So
I
there's that.
want to.
Yes.
Absolutely. I haven't played too much new stuff, actually, which is curious. I did play a game called Little Bug. I don't know if I'm in a weird brain space today. But anyways, it's like a little twin stick kind of platformer thing where basically the left joystick controls the character, and then the right joystick controls this little light, and it's like an anchor point. So like you work with the physics that your brain knows to like slingshot yourself across levels and to try to like gently pick yourself up and launch yourself around enemies and all this stuff. It's really short, which I like. People tend to say like, oh, it's really short, like it's not worth the money. I'm like, I paid $5 to have a great time for an hour and a half, and I do it again. Fabulous. I will say though,
and I do it again.
A little rough on the right hand because you have to hold the trigger and the joystick a lot.
Ooh.
So it can get a little cramped,
Oh.
which is why I think it's also extra good that it's a little bit shorter because it's right at that point where you're like, ooh, I don't know if I can play anymore, and then you win. Like, wow, it just feels really good. It's fun. It's a cute little game. Fabulous like soundscape. I love it. I also started playing Diaries of a Spaceport Janitor, which a lot of the like kind of big game journalists that I respect, like Austin Walker, like Colin Space Twinks, they've talked about how it's just like fabulous for a couple years now, and it was voted on by my community to play. They thought it looked interesting, and I'm weirdly addicted to it. I haven't done anything in the story so far because I love doing mundane tasks in video games. Like I love Overcooked. I love things where you just have to clean stuff and cook stuff. And yes, I do the cooking, and yes, I do the cleaning. But in Diaries of a Spaceport Janitor, you're literally just like a janitor, and you're very pure. And basically, what you do is just every day you go around, you pray to the goddesses for good luck, you pick up and incinerate some trash. Sometimes you find cool stuff on the ground now, and then you look around at all the little markets to try to sell it. And yeah, it's just stuff like that. There's more story stuff, but I got so entranced in doing just the boring like trash pickup that I'm not there yet. But it's really interesting. It's really cool. It also has fabulous music and like a really cool sort of like immersive soundscape where like if you turn your head you can actually hear different things on different like corners of the street. The sound of the food sizzling, because you do need to feed yourself, it makes me want fajitas from some crappy Mexican place, like so bad.
Also, now you making me hungry.
I'm so sorry,
rude.
but it had to be
Yeah.
done.
I haven't eaten any. Also,
No, pants.
I have for one.
it's nearly 3. Oh wait, no, I did have a sandwich, a mini sandwich.
Well, if you're
I almost
if you're
forgot.
not eating, then what are you playing, pants?
For Fortnite with me, we're Team Rumble
Yes.
champions, actually.
Yes, we're Team Rumble champions until all the sweaty builders show up, and then we're
We brought
like,
it back.
you know what? Let's take my grenade. Anyway, yeah. So I do play some Fortnite. I've been playing Fortnite again. Oh, I played No Longer Home, and that was so good. Such a lovely game. I really, really recommend it. A game that I know Lotus brought up last episode also. I believe it was last episode when we were talking
That
about
makes sense, I think.
yeah, because I think that was about boyfriend dungeon and everything, and how it actually has like
Oh, right,
you know
right.
writes down and tells you exactly what's the content warnings in the game. So that was really, really nice. It's everywhere for that game. I think I got a key for it, and I was like so excited because first of all, I love that the two main characters are non-binary, and it deals with like kind of relationships and moving and everything too, which is and like it was mainly about leaving college and trying to find a job, which I think is like way too real right now. I mean, I've been out of college for like five years or something. I don't remember. 5 or 6 years, and it's still like hit me a little bit where it's just like, oh, these are experiences that I definitely have had or have been going through or anything. So it's a very lovely story. I highly recommend it. And I feel like with like the choices that you can do and everything, you can impact like if you do see a lot of like the content warnings or not too.
That's cool. That's good. That's
Mhm.
an interesting like way to handle that. Like you can kind of it's kind of like a choose your own story kind of
Yeah.
situation, or
Like it still ends off the same. It's just like if you can like still roam around the apartment and see like all these different things, and I feel like sometimes it just depends. If you're like seeing everything, of course you're gonna see a lot more, and other times you're just like, oh, it's maybe I'm not getting as much as like this content side of the content warning as I thought I would or something. So I was still like very on edge, but it's all handled very well, I feel too. So that's why I would highly recommend it.
That's cool though. I've been, well, of course I'm still playing Famicom Detective Club, The Girlie Who Stands Behind. We're getting really close to the end of that game. Finale's probably gonna be next week, but I also I've been doing like a lot more Lynn stuff. I've been doing a lot more stuff being a cute little anime girly. So I made my own account on. My model's zooming around. Don't mind me. I made my own account on Animal Crossing, and I moved to Yeehaw Land. I'm living my cowgirl fantasy, and that was. I called the first half of that stream the Animal Crossing pink hair percent speedrun, because like you don't get to have pink hair at the start of the game, and I was just like so stressed. I was stressing everybody else out. I was stressed. I was running all around the island just like trying to get my pink hair.
Love it.
Just like, Tom Nook, please give me my pink hair. And then I did eventually get my pink hair, and basically I'm adorable and I won Animal Crossing. So I won the game of Animal Crossing. My pink hair percent speedrun is I now hold the record for the pink hair percent speedrun.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure nobody else has done it.
It's our clap. I've been watching Neon Evangelion, the movies, and I just think about the clapping scene, and I'm just like, yes, congratulations.
Yes. Oh my god. Dex, what have you been up to?
The same. I've been playing 14, but I ended my subscription for that for like just a second because I need the money a little more. So I'm just waiting like a week or two before I resub.
I got Mr. Square Enix right now. Like, what's going on here?
Hear this. But in the meantime, while I'm like not subbed to that, I've been playing a lot more of Adventure Quest Worlds because I think I'm addicted and it's free, so I don't have to spend money. So I'm like thriving there. I'm a little bit of Unite, a little bit of Fortnite. I think that's it. I think that's all I've been up to.
Iconic. What about you, Koga?
So I've been playing. I played a little bit of Marvel Avengers. They released a War for Wakanda expansion, and it was free. And I did get the game when it came out for like $40. So the expansions they released so far have just all been free. So I'm like, okay, might as well go to that for the story aspect. As for like the multiplayer, the live service, I'm avoiding that. Those costumes still cost a little bit way too much in my opinion. The story parts is okay. I just like seeing some of the interactions and things and whatnot. But I haven't finished the War for Wakanda part yet. I mean, I'm a Black Panther fan. Of course, I'm gonna like re-download it and play it and not pay for anything. So, of course, I did continue playing Final Fantasy 1 Pixel. Was it remaster, remake? I don't remember. They just call it Final Fantasy 1 when you just look at the title. So whatever. It's still fun to me. I didn't play the original. I probably never will because let's just be honest. Back then, old NES, it probably would have taken a little bit too long because it's a little bit too much grindy. For the sake of it, and I kind of don't care to do that. Though I am very, I haven't played Final Fantasy 2. I've heard how that goes. I don't know how I feel about this one going into this one at some point because of how you have to level up because it levels up your stats depending on how you use them. So another way to level up your hit points, you take damage, or you can just keep hitting yourself, or have your other partners hit you. And I'm like, why do I have to do all that? But I mean, it was around that weird era where we would have a great first game, and then a sequel would come out, and then it'd be totally different, like Castlevania 2, Zelda 2, Mario 2, the American version. So it was kind of one of those from what it is that I've heard. But I mean, I'll try it and see. I've also been playing, oh my god, a lot of Sound Voltex. I think it was like 2 weeks ago that I had got the controller.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I went through like everything on Novice. I have like currently like 610 songs on my account. So now I'm going through like advanced, and it's so much more fun to play with the controller. Also, I don't know why, but like, so when I ordered my controller, and I noticed there was another order under it. I didn't get charged for it, and then I noticed that something else was on the way. That was another controller. I don't know why.
So you just got like a free extra controller, or
The drama.
Yeah.
I love that. I love it.
I
I
mean,
live for
So-
companies fucking up like that.
Yes, I'm not exactly sure what that was about, but I'm probably gonna sell it to my roommate, maybe. But if not, I don't mind keeping it. But
In case it breaks.
yeah, I mean, it should. So far, as the controller seems like pretty nice and sturdy. It costs like $200, so it better be. But from what I've heard from most of like the products that they make, which is it Gamo, I think I forgot their names. But from what I've heard, it costs a bit, but it's like good products. So most people who play like Bimani games like that usually will buy from them. But so far, I've enjoyed playing that like a lot. So so I'm just going to like get the advanced stuff, and we'll see how it's getting a little bit up there to where it's just throwing stuff at me, and I'm like, how was I supposed to catch that on the first time? So definitely hitting that stuff. But outside of that, I mean, Dokkan a little bit, but we're kind of like a down. I mean, there's a banner up, of course, but like the worldwide celebration starts in like a week, which is like the second best celebration of the year, which for JP is great. For global, I like the celebration, but I hate that it's like right after the anniversary. So it's like, all right, you spend all this time trying to save up in-game currency because you don't want to spend money. That ends. Then 1 month later, here we go again. While Japan, they get like, okay, celebration here, 6 months, celebration here, 6 months. We don't get that over here. So I might not get what I want, but I'm not trying to spend money on this for real. And then I played like Dark Souls for like a half hour. I was trying to show my roommate something about like summoning like an AI to fight the bosses, because like we were talking about like difficulty options and when it comes to that game and how it doesn't have it. So I was like, yeah, the only thing you can really do to make it easier on yourself is be alive. I can't remember the name of when you're not what's the word? Well, you know, we use the soul to like pretty much become human again. And you can do
Right.
that, but if you're playing online, you can summon your friends. People can also come into your game, and that's a mess.
Yeah, they
But-
can come kill you.
Because they don't mess
Yeah.
around, the people who go into your games.
Oh no, they don't. It's like they see you, and it's like dead meat, which is
This is
it's
scary.
a hit and miss. It's a hit and miss. It can be fun, but like when you're like, okay, I need to really get somewhere, and then someone just pops up, and I'm like, oh.
Now I gotta
But
deal
I
with
mostly
this.
play offline though, because I had a really bad experience. Like when the original one that came out, that the Prepare to Die edition that came out, they never really prevented people from being able to hack into that game back in the day. And it's nothing like someone coming in and cursing your character that makes you like only can have half your XP, your half of your life, and you're not at a point to where you can even get the item for the curse yet.
Uh.
So I was like, okay, so we got to start over here, and I'm not going online no more.
Oh, that's so rude.
That's gross.
It's gross. It's ruthless. I mean, like if you're hacking, then it's whatever. But it's not an issue like with the current games and whatnot. But like if you're just like, I mean, if I'm online and you invade my game, sure. But I'll try to kill you. But but like I don't know. I've been in a few of those fights. It's a hit and miss, and that's just kind of the thing about the game. It's just not very. It can be kind of brutal until you learn the game. It's just what it demands of you, unfortunately, for some people. But that's just how the game works.
Do
And
you
that's
want
all
to
I do.
go ahead and tell the people where we can find each of us and all of our lovely content? We can start with Dex. I'm gonna go down the line.
Well, you can find me on Twitter at DexisAmess, and you can find me on YouTube and Twitch at Dextralicious. I should hopefully maybe stream art, maybe possibly this week. We'll see. But just stay tuned.
Koga.
You can find me here and on Twitter at Koga_Jangles. I did want to come back this week, but Twitch is kind of not handling issues the way that they should, and I don't feel like dealing with a whole lot of that. Like, it's not something that's going to it's just going to be irritating to have to deal with it. And it's like, when I get off work with people on the phone all day who maybe want to reach through my phone and choke the shit out of them, I don't want to deal with that. So we'll see.
Yeah, definitely.
Fun.
Right. Lotus, which do you win? Hi.
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Patreon at Lotus Loves Lotus. Come watch me replay Psychonauts on YouTube. It'll be fun because Psychonauts 2 comes out in a week.
Yes.
I love that.
I'm so excited.
I'll be there watching you play.
Yeah.
Hello. You can find me in the party in the city where you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all at Panstrabian. I forgot what else I was gonna say. Oh, stream No Easy soundtrack by Stray Kids next week.
Yes. Your boys. I'm yelling.
They released a video that's gonna be out where they're dancing in mascot outfits, and I'm really excited for that again. That's all I have to say.
Icon behavior. Oh my god. Today I have been Lynn Blend, but normally I'm Spin Blend. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, all at Spin Blend. And then I have a YouTube channel under Lynn Blend where I do true crime videos and and edited versions of my Lynn streams. You can find it all there. Alright, everyone.
Yeah.
This was a wonderful party in the city where the heat is on, all night on the beach till the break of dawn. Thank you for joining us.
I hit the end call button.
We gotta go. Y'all have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. We will see you next week for all the gaming tings. Bye.
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 Bye.